Okay, these are the last few pages on chapter 22, installation and leveling. And the last pages talk about preventing and filling voids when working with the grouts and stuff. So, voids are caused by grout not completely filling in the area. So, you want to take that into account. So, how we're going to prevent that or fix that basically is what you're going to see in the last few um, pages here. If you do have voids, they can lead to what you see there, to crack foundation, sole plate pulling or twisting under a load, and internal softwood. And that's something that you cannot detect. So you have to make sure that that's actually fixed. So full contact between the base plate grout and concrete foundation is best assured by mixing the grout to a plastic or fluid consistency. Okay, kind of like Play-Doh consistency when you're doing it. Okay, it all depends of the type of grout that you're using too. So and other factors such as the dimensions of the plate and the access space to the plate grout. Um, a small hole may be drilled into the base plate in areas where air may be trapped, preventing a void or an air pocket. So the next steps that you'll see here is basically methods of how to actually do that. So you will drill a hole of a certain diameter, tap the hole for pipe thread. Basically, you will inject an epoxy grout, basically, and yeah, the steps are right here. So mix a small quantity of suitable epoxy, pump it into a void until it comes out of the relief hole. Remove the fitting and remove burrs and excess grout from drilling. Doweling is another method of mounting equipment, right? So where required primary transmission and prime movers units should be doweled to have perfect alignment and permanent alignment. Taper dowels are usually used for this purpose, and you probably have seen some of our equipment in some of the doweling out there. You also practice pin by use doing the mating block too. And there's a taper pin that we actually use in your practical. Um, the next part is equipment guards. So guards must be installed before testing the equipment and running the equipment. So most of the guards are basically manufactured for the equipment. In some cases, you might have to design a guard and, of course, install a guard. You also have to make sure that it complies with the Works ABC or workers' compensation regulation. Um, Millwrights again often fit the guards and in some cases design them. Some of the stuff that you must take care of includes what you see there, making sure that basically it's to proper clearances for moving moving parts. Sorry, adjustments, inspections, and lubrication can be done safely, and many different things here that you need to go over here. Again, not going to go into specifics, and you can internalize the material. Test runs obtain any special instructions on safe startup of equipment from either the supervisor, engineers, or manufacturer specification. Before running the machine, you want to do the following, and it's certain things such as checklists that you have to make sure you have them. Make sure your pipes and all of that is drained and or cleaned before you actually start up. Make sure pump suctions have startup screens. Rotate any moving parts to ensure that they move freely. Recheck lubrication lines. Make sure that there's no blockage on them. Notify any personnel that you are actually starting up. Test run the equipment, usually in the presence of your supervisor, or engineer, or whoever is in charge of the project. Run it for the length of time needed for checkout to be complete. Make sure that you check all of the components as they're running. In this case, temperature checks, vibration, and all that. After shutdown, recheck and correct the misalignment if there is any, lubricant levels, etc. If equipment is not immediately put into service, keep it in good working condition according to manufacturer specifications. And of course, check for lubricants periodically. Okay, so this is the last part of installation and leveling, chapter 22.